Tension as herdsmen finally vacate Enugu State and community lands. About 29 communities in Oji River local government area of Enugu State have issued quit notice to Fulani herdsmen to vacate their land over alleged incessant criminal activities and attacks and destruction of farmlands in the area. Angry youths, led by the President General of the community, stormed the Enugu State Government House on Wednesday to register their protest following the gruesome murder of their 62-year-old kinsman, Mr. Ugene Lobani, by suspected Fulani herdsmen who decapitated him and left his badly brutalized body right there on his farm at Isiokwe, Amakunato community. The protesters demanded the exit of the pastoralists from the area, insisting that their leaders of Oji River Town had resolved to demand immediate evacuation of the herdsmen and their animals from their area. Orient Weekend gathered that the protesters, numbering over 100, displayed placards of various inscriptions like "Save us from herdsmen," "Fulani herdsmen, leave us alone," "Our lives are in danger," and "They have finished us," "Our people don't go to farm any longer," and so on and so forth. Prayed Enugu State Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi to order the pastoralists out of the area and save them from further bloody attacks from herdsmen and destruction of their farmlands. Spokesman of the protesting communities and the coordinator of Achi community, Ejike Ilo, who addressed the governor's representative, explained that the murder of the 62-year-old man in his farmland on June 29, 2020 was a clear signal that the safety of their people was no longer guaranteed as long as armed herdsmen continued to bestride the area and wreak havoc on their farmlands. We were stunned with the reality of the murder of our brother, late Eugene Ilobawani, from Isiokwe Ukwu in Isiokwe, Amanuputnato, Achi Autonomous Community, while farming to fend for his dependents as it is customary in Igbo land. He said, stressing that people of the area would no longer fold their arms and watch herdsmen killing their people. Ilo expressed regret that similar killing carried out by suspected herdsmen in the area about 2 years earlier, as well as attacks and rape of women in their farms in the area, had continued and remained unattended to, with nothing happening to the suspects. He then urged the state government to order the herdsmen to vacate their lands. Governor Ugwuanyi, in his response, appealed for calm from the residents of the community, urging them not to take laws into their hands, as his administration was doing everything possible to ensure that the perpetrators of the crime were arrested and brought to book. The governor, who spoke through his ADC, Mr. Peter Nnadozie, equally promised to award scholarship to the children of the deceased to cushion the effects of the death of their breadwinners. The protesters equally appealed for the intervention of the leadership of Ohaneze Ndigbo in the alleged criminal activity of the suspected herdsmen in the area. This paper gathered that they actually assessed the President General of the Apex Social Cultural Organization, Chief Nya Nwodo, in Enugu, and that the Igbo chieftain consoled them on the death of the deceased and implored them not to take laws into their hands. He urged them to allow the government and the security agencies handle the matter in accordance with the law. The leader of the Miyetti Anla Cattle Breeder Association of Nigeria, McBan, in the southeast, Alhaji Gidado Siddiq, described the call for exit of herdsmen from the area as irrational. The decision they took in calling for Fulani herdsmen to leave their community is not the right one. The death of that man is not enough to take that decision, unless they have other grudge with the Fulanis. As far as I know, the Oji River local government chairman has put in place mechanism for peaceful coexistence of Fulanis with the local community. They should have allowed the mechanism or ground to deal with this and allow the police to conclude investigation before embarking on the protest. When they said it's Fulani men that have killed that person, it's not my responsibility to say no or yes. It's the law enforcement agent that would investigate and say what happened. The Magban leader adds, I am saying sorry to the family of the man killed and the people of the area over the loss of their brother and father. I am equally appealing to the leaders of this community to reconsider their action because it's not the right one. We have structure in place to work together to find out what actually happened to that man. He was killed inside the bush and nobody saw Fulani men there. They only suspected that it's Fulani that carried out the attack. Anyone could have committed such acts, so it's not good to indict Fulani directly like that without clear evidence. I beg them to allow the government address this matter. Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, yes, the leader of the Fulanis in that community has apologized, but then the apology wasn't enough. It's not enough. But then there is something that he said that really struck my mind, and I'm not happy with. Saying that the killing of that man is not actually enough for the people of that community to take that decision of dismissing them out of that community. What is he saying? What is he saying? I don't know if he really understood what he was saying. That is not enough for them to take that decision. So what would be enough for them to take that decision until the Fulanis wipe half of the people of that community before they will take that decision of dismissing them? You can see that these people don't have any single sense of belonging. They don't have any single sense of belonging. You can imagine what a statement. They killed someone in the farm, cold blood, and you are saying that it is not enough. Okay, now if they kill someone in the farm or in the bush, who are the people that are mostly seen in the bush? Is it people of the community or the Fulanis? What are you talking about? You see, this is why I said that these people should not be allowed, not even a night to pass a night in your community, because they are no human being. They are very, very abnormal. They are abnormal. They don't behave like human beings. They don't behave like human beings. They are people that should be completely thrown out of the streets. Let them go and experience life living alone. They are not to be allowed to be with people of the community. They should be allowed to be on their own. That is it. You can imagine, is it a must? Is it a must that they must live with the Igbos? Is it a must? Don't they have their own community? Don't they have their own home? Why forcing themselves on the Igbos? Why forcing themselves into the southeast? You can imagine. You can see how wicked and troublesome these people can be. A word they say is enough for the wise. These people must find their way out of the community. There should be no single excuse for that again. So my viewers, please, your comments are very much important. Don't forget to leave them behind.